Alright, I'm Sovereign Sage, and we're on the third part to Emilie's story quest. It was a meticulous design trap.
No wonder he was willing to pay a small fortune to rent out the hotel. He probably used the more Elena left him, don't you think? That money was supposed to set him free, but in the end, it was just a tool for his revenge.
There's a saying among forensic doctors in Fontaine. Every step you take leaves a mark. But up until this point, we haven't been able to detect any trace of Curie's activities. That's not because he was coming and going undetected, or because he's some kind of evil spirit, but because he's been disguised as someone else this entire time.
The real murderer is Edgar.
Creating such an intricate mechanism out of a glaze lily, setting up the spirit Borneo in advance, and arranging for Sylvain and Lucien to stay at the hotel, it all points to one person. The expert in charge of the entire exhibition.
That's why I kept saying where he kept trying to wait for Emilie to leave and the way he was acting, and he's like, oh, it ain't gonna matter to me, I ain't gonna be here much longer, and how he was able to recover from the effect of supposedly being forced to drink the whole bottle, and how nobody was able to find him except for Edgar. He did it to himself.
Curia and Edgar are one and the same.
But Curia was only in his teens back then. He would be 40 years old by now. I guess lived here for so many years. Even if he changed his appearance, going that long without giving anything away, it would be impossible.
Bad news, Sheriff! Mr. Edgar was attacked!
What?
A dark shadow-like figure just ran out of his room. It was giving off a really ominous aura, but before we could even react, the figure up and disappeared like some sort of ghost or something. By the time we got a look inside the room, Mr. Edgar was gone. Do you think Curia kidnapped him?
I need you to think very carefully about this. Are you certain that figure wasn't Edgar himself?
I mean, Mr. Edgar was so frail. I don't see how he could have moved that fast.
It would seem Master decided to tap into an ill-advised source of power.
What? But that's so dangerous with the condition he's in. It's...
But why? Why would he do that? He's already accomplished his revenge.
No. If his aim was to target everyone who had a hand in Yelena's death,
The Fatui.
If he left Sylvain alive yesterday, not out of a desire to see him suffer, but to confirm the truth about why Yelena chose to die,
then there's still one target left.
Am I gonna get a cutscene? I'm probably gonna get an epic cutscene. Well, I say epic, but it's probably not. They already said that they could use delusions. That's what his sister used, and he was looking at that bottle, so he's using a delusion to help him move faster. And it's probably an electro delusion, because electro is like the only element that lets characters move that
The
fast.
shadow-like figure ran in the direction of the elevator, and my partner immediately chased after them.
Okay.
We should hurry before they're forced to confront each other.
where in the world did he go? Let's have some merchants nearby.
It almost caught her. Hello. This guy looks terrified.
A ghost! It's a ghost!
It's all right. Please, calm down and take a deep breath. Can you tell us what you saw?
I saw a black shadow. It ran right past me.
Everybody's all terrified.
How could something like that happen in broad daylight?
Oh my god.
This is terrifying.
Okay.
If we go any further, we'll be out of Port Arcos. We'll be
It's alright. I can detect a faint whiff of the scent from here. I would say he passed by this location not too long ago. It's this way. Please, follow me.
Skip. I clicked it like 5 times, but you always gotta wait for them to stop animating. Yeah, when you want to skip text in this game, you literally have to wait till they stop animating a certain way for you to actually click the text to keep going. There's a lot of other games that do that as well. Like if somebody's moving in a scene while talking, you literally have to wait till they stop moving before you can skip it. Go away, you whatever you are. I'm being attacked by tigers. Oh, not my Dendro Archon, you domain expansion!
Make yourself at home. This way, here.
Get out of the way!
Unsightly insects. Squirrel.
Get out of the damn way, you freak! Get out of the way! Give me raw meat that I'm gonna eat right here on the road. Hey, it's your flower. The way he's staring at that flower is gonna make me lose my fucking mind. I don't want to know what you want to do to that flower. You better not. You freak. Oh, it's like the slowest climb. Is it that tiny yellow dot? It is. Oh my god. It's so tiny. It's like right here.
This must be the place.
Okay, I need to replace Nahida because it's every time they do that with this game, I keep wanting to go. My controller's messed up, so I was gonna go like this. They're gonna give her to me as a trial, so I'm gonna have to bring back a different elemented character. I don't really know who I want to put in as a substitute though. Pretty Dendro. Let's see. So the ominous scent and the fragrance of a goose have led you here. This journey is at its end. Vengeance is nigh. I need to bring in somebody else as a substitute. I need somebody who's strong. I could bring you. I need somebody who's going to activate with the Dendro though. It could either be fire or electro, so I need either a fire or an electro character. I guess we can bring Sethus.
Bags packed and ready to roll.
Yes, I want you to come with me. More like I need you to come with me. I wanted to bring Ganming as well, but we need somebody who's going to activate with Emilie. It either had to have been fire or electro. I need somebody who could scale.
Oh!
What's that? What?
Are you alright? Were you attacked?
Yes, by a shadow man.
No, I'm alright. I was just chasing after that figure, and then all of a sudden, I didn't feel so hot.
Let me take a look.
It's probably in the air. He's probably inhaled something.
The air definitely feels heavy. It smells nice, but for some reason, it's hard to breathe. This feeling, I've encountered it before.
Everything looks alright. It was probably just the stress of the chase, combined with the impact of the environment. A bit of rest would do you some good.
I can't rest. Mr. Edgar is still in there. He taught my sister how to make perfume. He's a good man. I can't just abandon him to die by Kyria's hand.
But Edgar is Kyria.
Oh, you need to calm down and listen to me. Edgar's the one we're after. He and Kyria are the same person.
But how is that possible? I thought you said Kyria was in his 30s.
But remember, if you use the power of a delusion long enough, it'll make you old when you're young. That's what happened to that guy that we were on the Swordfish Captain team, because we're Swordfish Captain 2, but the Swordfish 2 team, the guy was using a delusion, and he turned old, and he winded up dying. If you use a delusion for long enough, you age when you use it.
Mr. Edgar is 70-something. Changing your appearance to look decades older. That doesn't seem possible.
It's the delusion.
That's precisely why he had to resort to extraordinary measures to age himself.
A delusion.
Kyria used a delusion to bring back the Auguste flower, corroding his body in the process. just like his older sister.
No. He couldn't have. Mr. Edgar has been in Port Ormos for years. If someone started impersonating him all of a sudden, we would have noticed.
And what if the impersonation started before he ever set foot in Sumeria? I've yet to confirm it, but I suspect Kyria killed the real Edgar Infantine not long after his release from prison. While Edgar was incarcerated, Kyria started making preparations to replace him, including forcefully aging his body, studying perfumery, and planning the real Edgar's demise. The new Edgar then decided to relocate to Sumeria, seemingly out of an innocuous desire to let go of the past. He even left perfume making in favor of mentoring students. But these decisions were all for a specific purpose: the need to distance himself from anyone who might see through the facade. And Sumeria fit the bill to a T, with no one around to question his identity. All he had to do was grow a beard, don a pair of glasses, make a few minor alterations to his appearance, and everyone would believe he was exactly who he claimed: Edgar, a perfumer from Fontaine. As the years went by, he removed his disguise little by little and continued to refine his skills. It would have been a gradual process, one that ensured no one around him would notice anything unusual.
That explains why Sylvain said he barely recognized Edgar back at the hotel! He aged himself decades beyond his years just so he could accomplish his revenge! Is that even worth it?
I need to find Mr. Edgar. He's not that kind of person. He can't be.
What you really need is to get out of here and rest.
No, I can keep going.
Wait! This environment is likely being influenced by the delusion. Any discomfort, no matter how slight, should not be treated lightly. I know how to relieve your symptoms, Mr. Ooze. Please come with me and rest. I'm sure Kyria... No, Edgar wouldn't want any more innocent people implicated in all this.
College. The Traveler and I will take things from here. From our brief exposure to a goose, it would seem the substance has little effect on us. This leads me to believe those blessed with a vision or capable of wielding elemental power are more resistant to the effects of abnormal elemental energy. In other words, this environment doesn't pose as much of a risk to us. Actually, now that I think about it, this stronghold likely has multiple points of entry. If the target were to escape from a different point of entry, that might allow him to evade capture. I hate to trouble you, but we need people to survey the perimeter.
Thanks. Hear that? We're heading out. There's work to be done. Oh, head back to Port Ormos and start gathering reinforcements.
Got it.
Traveler, Emilie, Paimon, please be careful. For someone whose only purpose in life is revenge, there's no telling what they'll do when there's no reason to move forward.
Don't worry. This isn't the end. Not for us or for Kyria. We're not going to let a goose kill anyone else. It's time for the mythos to fade into obscurity.
Stares into your soul. I'm now her. I don't know, she's a newly added character, but I already like her already. I wasn't sure at first. There's even people saying, oh, her design doesn't match her hair. They just find anything to bitch about. I like her. I don't care what anyone says, I like her. I think she's very cute. I also wasted all my shit by letting them stand and talk. When they talk, your things that you use on your character fade in real time. I'm still trying to get over that rhinovirus, so I'm trying not to cough too much, but it's hard.
Perhaps they were attracted here by the increased level of elemental energy.
Yeah, this looks like a puzzle. So what do I do? I need somebody to act with her, so... We're gonna have to pair Sethos with Emilie because he has an opposite element that activates with Dendra. Animo doesn't work with it, even though I have a one-punch man. Yeah, my Hazo's stupid strong, but so is my Skara, so... They hit like fucking trucks. Woo!
never seen these seeds before. They must also have been created with the power of a delusion. It seems to be avoiding us, and there's no other way forward. Perhaps we could try luring it to the edge of the cliff.
Yeah. Go. Move. Move, you little bead. What weapon does she have? Okay, it's her default one. Chest. I like how she's silent. Okay. Yeah, normally when you have story quests like this, there's usually chests hidden around and you gotta find them because they're like one-time finds. If you miss it, it's gone forever. They don't let you go back.
Whoa, look at all the goose flowers!
Oh, so they're purple.
There's so many of them. I can't believe a single person did all this. Must have taken a lot of time.
I fear that statement is truer than you know, Paimon. Using a delusion comes at a cost. Not just time, but the time you have left to live.
But why would Kiryu need this many goose flowers? He only needed a few bottles of a goose to carry out his plan, right?
Perhaps hatred wasn't the only emotion fueling his obsession with the ghost. Not long ago, he told me he didn't want all the flowers transported to Sumeru to wither away in a foreign land. But Kiryu betrayed Snezhnaya, abandoned Fontaine, and lived his entire life in Sumeru under the guise of someone else. For someone with nowhere to call home. Perhaps dying among a bed of Aku's flowers just like his sister is the best homecoming he could ask for.
There's that chest in plain sight. He basically made like his own grave out of the flowers. That's what we're getting at. They have a point up there and a point up there. Hold on. Trying to see if they hit anything else. Sometimes you have to be really thorough because there has been a few dungeons where like I couldn't get a chest, like the one where you go to fight Skara. There was like on the pipes, there was like an area you could get to on the outside of them, and I couldn't figure out how to do it because it was taking so long. My controller. So there actually was a couple treasure chests in his dungeon that I never got because of that. So. Man, he's not doing a whole lot to them.
You dare gaze upon me? Excuse me? Give me some space.
Cryo! 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 Woo! Gotta push it. Go on. Ugh, my controller keeps wanting to push up instead of down. Freaking fun. And he's like so injured, it's dumb. That's psycho.
A plant that destroys seeds. Huh. Quite the ecological marvel. Let's head back to the place where the seeds first appeared.
Oh, I bet you I have to push it because it avoids me, right? So I have to push it to avoid them. I got it. But does it really? I wonder. See, it doesn't really feel like I'm physically pushing it. It just feels like it's moving. Hold on. What if I stand in it, maybe? Because it'll avoid me, right? Is that what I have to do? Are you gonna move? Yeah, it's gonna be hard to figure that out. It says it avoids me, but it doesn't really feel like it does. It feels like it just goes wherever it wants to go. I'm on top of it. That's funny. See, it has a set path that it moves. Okay. I can't hit them, can I? No. Well, there has to be a way. Let's think. Is it affected by a certain element? No, maybe not. Because it would have to be like fire, probably. That look on his face. There's actually a glitch with him, with a facial glitch. I've gotten it once before. Okay. See, she went towards it and it didn't move. Hold on, hold on. Okay, yeah. Because it kind of goes like side to side. So you standing in a certain place kind of tells it where to go, but it still doesn't really feel like it to me.
The scent of flowers is getting stronger. We're almost at the end.
To me, it just kind of feels like it was going wherever. It didn't really feel like I was physically pushing it. Oh my god.
Did they catch up that fast? No. My strength is just waning.
There it is.
But it doesn't matter. This is far enough.
He drank it again. Fire.
This is a garden of Auguste flowers. But it's not mine. It's the one that was set on fire all those years ago in
Fontaine. Wow, I like the flame effects on that. That's pretty good.
Yelena! You tried to hide it from me, but I I always understood the reason why you continue to use the delusion. The reason why you set your garden on fire. It was all because of me. I shouldn't have listened to you that day. I shouldn't have taken the more and ran. But by the time I realized something wasn't right, there was nothing left. The flowers were gone. And so were you. I know I'm almost 20 years too late. I should have come looking for you earlier. I should have died with you that day. Yelena? Yelena! No! Don't leave me! Please! Yelena!
Oh.
Emilie? I'm alive. No, that's not possible. I saw her. Yelena. We were together.
That was an illusion, likely brought about by the residual toxin in your body coupled with the pollen in the air, neither of which are fatal.
No. The amount of a ghost I drank. It should have been enough.
I'm sorry to say this. That was a fake.
A fake? But how?
We started making the preparations last night with one goal in mind, to create a perfect accord. The accord is the basis of perfume making.
The product in its most primitive form. Ambergris mixed with cedar wood, rounded out with a base note of agarwood.
This is the scent of leather.
Exactly. We're unable to extract essential oils from leather, but by combining other raw materials, we can recreate its essence. That is the purpose of an accord.
Does that mean you can recreate any scent in the whole world?
I'm afraid not. Certain fragrances in this world are simply one of a kind. That quality is what draws people in and fuels their obsessions.
If I were rose to the ball, this would be one of a kind.
This fragrance will be one of a kind, no more. Myths can be deconstructed, miracles can be recreated. All it takes is skill, experience, limitless exploration, and a little patience. The only thing left is determining where the real ghost is hidden. Pretending to be attacked means he's not free to move around. A ghost must be hidden within reach.
I took a peek through the window earlier. His house was packed with flowers.
The curator commissioned a flower from Kashar, capable of retaining heat and moisture.
Perfumes are as beautiful as flowers, and equally as delicate. When stored, you must take care to control the temperature and keep them away from direct sunlight. Did you get that, Emilie?
I got it.
So, Sylvain is dead. Is that right?
Yes, Master.
So, you switched the bottles of Logos, and then lied to me about Sylvain's death.
Convincing you that your revenge had been completed was the easiest way to get you to let down your guard.
Impossible. Even if you found a way to switch out the bottles, There's no way you could have made an accord if August was so easy to replicate. Yelena wouldn't have.
It was a combination of rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias. Those ingredients would have conflicted with each other if you tried to combine them in the past. But recently, we found a way for them to work together.
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias.
Auguste was created over 10 years ago. All this time, people never stopped analyzing it, never stopped trying to recreate it. Perfumery techniques are advancing day by day. We found better ways to extract essential oils, separate oils and fats. We even discovered new ways to combine fragrances together. The mythos surrounding Auguste may have been untouchable almost 20 years ago, but now it's time for it to become a thing of the past.
The past.
You've been working as a perfumer for all these years. You should have always known that it is possible to make an accord, even if only in theory. But the meaning you assigned to Auguste became so inflated, you allowed yourself to get lost in it. Just like the perfume meaning that captivated the public all those years ago. You believed in its divinity and grandeur. You believed it was entirely one of a kind.
And in the process, you forgot that it was a bottle of perfume, nothing more.
Your obsession with Auguste is also what allowed us to predict how you intended your plan to end, and to make preparations in advance.
We just didn't expect it to happen so fast.
Or that you would activate the delusion.
Well, you hit the nail on the head now, didn't you? So, Sylvain isn't dead. Since you've been preparing your accord since last night, I assume you've also figured out my method, then. That means the news of Sylvain's death. The crowd gathered outside the hotel this morning. It was all an act you put on with the sheriff?
Yes. If we hadn't, you might have resorted to the delusion out of desperation, or continued to use your spirit Borneal and Auguste combination to wreak havoc.
Who knows? Maybe I would have just offed myself then and there.
I know if you had things your way, you would carry the truth of Edgar's demise and the secrets of this garden to the grave, but I'm sorry, Master. I don't want to see any more death. Sylvain only inhaled a small amount of poison. He's being detained as we speak. All the crimes he concealed back then will be exposed in a court of law for everyone to see. And all his secrets will be revealed. The same goes for you as well.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I'll be spending the rest of my days in a prison cell then.
Whoa, he accepted that kind of fast.
I don't feel the need to justify my actions, nor do I intend to repent for them. I did what I set out to do. I may have lost in the end, but it was my choice every step of the way. And if I could do it all over again... But there's no going back, is there? Looks like I'm almost out of time. Although, I do have one final question, Emilie.
Of course, Master.
The combination you used to make your accord. How did you figure it out?
The scent of Auguste is complex and varied, yet the main ingredient consists of a single variety of flower. So, as I was analyzing the sample yesterday, I got to thinking, what if the scent of the Auguste flower was already imbued with that complexity during its cultivation?
You're saying Yelena designed August to have the scent of multiple flowers.
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, Cecilias. The perfumers of the past knew that if you combine their essential oils directly, they would just cancel each other out. It was a conundrum they could never solve. But if you cultivate a new flower species that intrinsically carries the unique features of those three scents, you can bypass that issue entirely. It goes without saying that for that time, this idea was a stroke of genius.
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias. Those really do seem like flowers you would choose, Yelena.
Not long after that, the air mates rush over. Kiryu accepts his fate without saying a word. Woo! Silent this time, Hahazo? Really? Wow. Well, it's not like I'll be here ever again. Take a walk. Interesting, no? I like how his bow makes a frickin' sound. Yeah. And thus, all the turmoil caused by the August finally comes to an end. A few weeks later, you receive a letter from the Emilie inviting you to catch up in Fontaine. Man, it's 1:15 a.m. already. Oh.
Did you know? Miss Emilie's releasing a new perfume!
Right. I heard about that. I think it's called Yelena.
Seems like everyone in Fontaine is talking about the new perfume you're releasing.
I was hoping to release it without such a fuss, but the news spread way faster than I expected.
You can blame, what's-her-face for that.
I just hope it won't become the source of some new myth, especially after all the work we did to demystify a ghost.
About this perfume, did you use the accord from back in Sumeru?
I did, although I made a few modifications to the formula to make the scent more pleasant and long-lasting. I actually brought a few samples with me today. I hope they're to your liking.
Her face. Yeah, Charlotte's probably the one who put that in the news.
Also, I was hoping you could try out the fragrance before I officially release it and tell me your thoughts.
Of course! A good sense of taste and sense of smell go hand in hand, you know? Just leave it to Paimon!
Okay.
Oh, it smells great!
I'm not sure that's the kind of feedback she had in mind.
It's alright. All feedback is worth considering. Besides, when it comes to perfume, commenting on whether it smells good is the most straightforward assessment you can ask for. There doesn't always have to be a deeper meaning.
Speaking of deeper meanings, Kiryu's final question.
Right! Do those flowers have some special meaning? Hearing their names seemed to have an effect on him.
If I had to guess, I'd say it probably has something to do with the language of flowers.
The language of flowers? Oh, we've heard of that before! Paimon remembers hearing something like, the Cecilia represents the true feelings of the prodigal son?
What each flower is said to represent varies by person and across different moments in history. The same is true for the flowers that make up the scent of a ghost. After returning to Fontaine, I did some research, and it turns out the meanings of those 3 flowers can be reassembled to form a single phrase. Forget the past and keep on living. Perhaps that's the legacy Yelena always intended, not the nobility and grandeur most people associate with the ghost.
Or maybe that's what she hoped for her brother.
Do you think Kiryu knew about that?
Well, many people don't know the language of flowers. Like, flowers really do have real symbolism and meaning in real life, but not everyone knows that. Only people who would either study flowers or who would look it up would actually know that.
I paid him a visit before his trial and explained what I found, but he didn't seem to care. Who knows? Maybe she didn't mean anything by it at all. That was his response. Yelena is gone. We'll never know what she was thinking. We can look for meaning all we want, but it'll never be anything but conjecture. even if that is what she was trying to say, I would never be able to forget her. Avenging her death? That was the meaning I chose for my life. Kiryu cultivated his revenge like a flower. He was committed to making it bloom, even if in the end, it didn't bear the fruit he was hoping for. In any case, he did want me to pass along his thanks. Thank you for saving my life, for giving me the chance to learn that a ghost could have carried a very different meaning. Love and hatred are a privilege of the living. When someone dies, their thoughts, feelings, and intentions die with them. In that sense, what a goose truly represents in the language of flowers will forever remain a mystery. But even if it's only a conjecture, I would like to believe my own interpretation, the meaning we give to flowers, the symbolism we assign to our perfumes. They're constantly twisted and exploited in our imperfect world. And yet, at the very outset, they're born from the simplest and most beautiful desires we hold in our heart.
Woo. Yeah. Okay. So it's a gadget. So sample the perfume Emilie made herself. It is based on the legendary ghost fragrance chronicled in Fontaine's history. Tilt the bottle towards the sunlight and you will see the flowing line of grace text, forget the past and keep on living. Yeah. Alright. What did I... Oh yeah, my little tree thingy. Alright. Alright, so her story thing's done. Alright. Super shakes. Damn it, I hit it, but it acted like I didn't. Alright, so we basically finished her story quest. I didn't really want it to keep dragging on. It kind of did drag on for a while, but most story quests usually are 3 hours, give or take. They usually always are. I've been at this for a while. Yeah, I want to see if I can try to get her, but I haven't had any luck so far, so... I'm a little bit close to doing another drawing, though. I'm like 30 away. If I can find a way to get 30 Primo Gems somehow. Which I do know a way, but it's kind of hard. I have to get over 2,000 points in the new event that was going on. This. I can't get over 2,000. I almost got it here, but it's actually really hard. I can't do it with my current team. Like, my characters just aren't strong enough. Like, it is pretty hard to get 2,000 points. I had tried it multiple times and failed horribly. Something like that. I don't know.
The wind rises.
I was gonna make a joke, and I'm glad I didn't. Well, I was gonna say that's not the only thing that rises. Gimme, gimme. Don't you do it, you whopper flower. Right in the face. I got a chest for that.
I don't like any look of this.
Why? What the hell? Hidden chest, I guess. Da 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 da. Oh. I didn't realize it was already past 1 in the morning. I have been at this for a while. Jeez, I think when I started on it, it was like, it had to have been like 10 something or earlier.
From whence you came, one with my blade.
Shit.
Clouds high, the birds call, winds strike. Spirit blade, attack! Cry loud. The wind rises. Submit, swift and merciful as one with wind and cloud. Spirit blade, attack! Fallen leaves, adorn my night. Cry loud. From whence you came, forth my blade. One with wind and cloud. Unsightly insects. Submit for judgment. Swift and merciful.
Reconstitute!
Feel this ancient power. Live!
This is right like the place!
Ow.
Moment for birth. Come to be. Feel this ancient power. Live!
A little obvious!
Witness the great undertaking.
God.
This is order.
Shine down!
I will have order. Quake!
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
Order cut! Crumble!
Shine down.
I will have order. Quake!
Now you shall perish.
Time to shine!
Come on.
Order cut!
Illusion shot.
I will have order.
Told you, I just can't get over 2,000. Fuck. Like, I need characters that are faster and they're like a little fucking slow. I don't know if I should swap my teams around. That probably wouldn't mean anything. Oh my god. It also takes a while for the enemies to respawn too. That's what's kind of.
Clouds high. The birds call. Get Spirit Wing. Attack. Cry loud. From whence you came, question for a minute. As one with wind and cloud. Submit for judgment.
See what I mean? Like,
Backbreaking.
Spirit Blade. Attack. My blade. Time to get a cut. Watch it for a minute.
come on.
Submit for judgment. Clouds high. The birds call.
Ugh. I hate Scar's recoil. I hate it so bad. Oh, I hate it. When he gets hit in midair, he has like the slowest recovery. Oh, my controller. It gets slow. You have to wait for him to like do an animation to re-upright himself. Oh my god. I hate his recoil. I hate it. Lament.
Feel this ancient power.
Frickin' damn it.
Moment of birth. Feel this ancient power.
This is right.
Oh, I don't think he got it. My controller. Yeah, I'm still getting over the rhinovirus and I'm starting to die. Come on, I hit it like 5 times. Literally, I'm spam pushing all my buttons. I should have hit. I'm literally spamming the shit out of all my buttons. You can probably hear me fiercely clicking. Come on.
Illusion shattered.
Oh, okay. Oh my god.
There is no escape.
Oh my god, no.
Shine down.
Fucking. Where's the one with Venti? I forget. Where's it was like second to last. Might have been this one. Yeah. I almost get it. Last time I was 100 away. What screwed me up is I'm spam pushing my buttons and A lost her elemental whatever it was. Her burst was full and then it wasn't. Like she lost elemental energy somehow. So I was trying to spam click it 5 times and then I guess it drained and I didn't realize. And that wasted time.
From whence you came.
Oh my god.
Adorn my night.
Squall fury.
This feels like they're attacking too slow.
From whence you came, swift and merciful, wedge vermin. One with wind and cloud, into the wind.
Oh my god.
Spirit, attack! One. Wind strike.
Well, you frickin'.
The wind rises.
Oh my god. Nope.